I thought, while I'm waiting to leave, we do a bit of a year-end wrap-up on our friends, right? Oh, look at Timothy. Timothy's inside the house. So supposedly Timothy found a 3-year-old abandoned dog, and he was mad. I don't know if he's going to take this dog, but I don't see him getting on a greyhound with a pit bull. Look, he's inside the house.
Yeah, they're animals.
Looks like a lovely house.
Captain Obvious and shit.
And it's the same house he was at a few weeks ago.
What are you doing?
I remember that green board.
That's all she wants is attention. She wants loving.
Yeah, that green.
No, it's not.
Stood out.
It hasn't been a thing since I realized I wasn't going to be.
Oh, no more. No more greyhound. Yeah, no more. So, let's see what this year brought. It brought Timothy growing a leg back after it was amputated and ODing after I said he would be the first one to do it, and he was. I guess him and Yvette broke up after the OD, or maybe she's gone to the fentanyl grounds in the sky. I don't know, but Yvette, after 4 years, is not in the picture. And Timothy's on the move. His sister came out and made a video. He claims it isn't his sister. She looks just like him. He went from saying his 3 children died in a cough syrup accident to having 3 kids again. Interesting how people come and go and limbs come and go, and he doesn't even really talk about his cancer anymore, if you notice. He's just kind of faded off of that subject. He just needs medicine for seizures and hepatitis, both of which I don't doubt he has. Our new boy Rise Up, who is open and honest about begging, open and honest about smoking rock and fentanyl. Don't know much about him yet. We just got him yesterday, but interesting, very bluntly honest, very refreshing.
Coming out of my phone, literally.
Erica.
But I'm going to show y'all a couple things. I forgot to mention, my phone's going to be off.
Okay.
It's going to be off tomorrow
Can't
because
pay your
I can't
bill.
pay the bill. It was due on the 27th, and I just don't have the money for it right now.
And you never thought to ask for it? I don't believe that. You ask for everything.
An extension, and tomorrow is... No, I think today is the last day. So tomorrow's going to be off. So I might not be on a live for a while, y'all.
I don't know where she is. I hear children.
But this right here, this is my son.
Yeah.
He's in football right now. He was
in college?
Basketball.
Well, he must be in college.
This is my baby boy. This is my teenager.
Teenager?
This is my firstborn.
He's going on 20. We saw his high school graduation.
Let me take that off real quick now.
Why can't your daughter live with him?
How much is the bill? It's like 50, close to $60. It's like 57 something or 58.
Okay, Chef Carl. Okay, you may hear whining because somebody wants to come sit here. So, Erica, your wrap up. Erica went from being so religious that was all she could talk about to talking about food and how awful people are for not giving her money, neglecting or being downright resentful and mean to her child. The whole thing about the black eye, I went and did screenshots. I blew them up, and I'm going to tell you something. I don't believe the little girl has a black eye. And I'll tell you why. In some shots, in some ways she turns her head, there is nothing there. I think her histamines are high. Her face, it was early in the morning, and I think her face was a little puffy. The coloration I was noticing between her and Erica, The filters. She has more filters than Chantal because this woman is covered in freckles, like her chest, her arms, everything. You do not see them unless we have a filter fail. So I would wait to find filter fail moments and take screenshots. And normally I wouldn't put a picture of a child up. And I'm still not sure I will, but I'm not deleting them simply because I may put them up. The child, it's the coloration of the filter and the shadows, the lighting. When she turns certain ways, both eyes look perfectly fine. And I think it's just filter failing and shadow. But of course, without being there, I don't know. Personally, I don't think Erica's that dumb. Erica has experience with CPS, and yes, she can evade them all she wants by puttering her car around, but I don't think she's that impulsive or stupid. She pretty much yells or ignores the child. The worst was the Christmas cookie decorating. When she wouldn't let the kid decorate, she decorated. I mean, grow up, lady. Let your kid go home. Whomever your son is living with, let Mariah go. Angela is not a beggar, but I feel like she may be asking for help soon. She's been in the hotel almost a year, and they said at the first of the month she had to be out. I don't know if they have a place to go to. They have 2 cats, and she and Kai fight like cats and dogs. She is the cleanest lady I have ever seen in a hotel. That place is organized better than a Tokyo apartment. She can make anything work. As you can see, he is speaking right now, and she's so depressed and despondent. There's Puss. But I think she's reached a point where she just doesn't care. I feel so sorry for her. I think she's economically stuck with him. And he's an alcoholic, and he has a horrible anger problem. So I hope it works out for her, because I kind of like Angela. But I did hear her today saying she may have to ask for some help finding a new place, which in this case I think would be warranted in a way. Oh, good old Nathan.
Anything, so, but, if I had to do it over again, yes, I would, in a heartbeat. And trust me, you guys have no idea what I was doing to my body at the time.
Oh, look at all those hole punches. Good old Nathan. Yeah, he lives in the past. He's married to a lovely lady, and they have 1 million kids, 5. He likes to talk about how their house burned down. Well, their house burned down twice in 2022. The actual footage is on his page. So we know when it happened. But he's still living off that incident. He also likes to discuss how he was an alcoholic and was ruining his body with his ex. And I personally, the way he talks, I think he still has the hots for her, but whatever. Now he's turned into a person who uses religion and past fires to gain money. Yeah. Yeah. He used to have jobs. If you look at his page, you can see his badges and his uniforms. He has worked all over, but for some reason can't keep a job. I guess begging on TikTok is better. Whittle Kitty has become a Twitch thought, so she thinks. The kids are somewhere off watching TV and sucking on soda, and she sits all day on here, and she's not much of a gamer girl, but she's trying to be. Adventure mom, working for booking.com. She's on the dating apps looking for a dude. And she's crocheting blankets that she sells for way too much. Good old Bossy. Packing, as you can see. There's her boxes. There's her shit in the hall. She and the kids are moving into a motel. Can't wait to see how the motel folk like her loud music and yelling all hours of the night. Rissa! Fucked up, Rissa. Oh man, we are 15 sheets to the fentanyl winds. Look at her. She's stuck. That's not even paused or frozen.
I can't. When I thought I had a friend, I cared.
Yeah, the fake tears.
And I was hoping that would help me. And it just set me back.
Oh, yeah. They probably said I don't have any money because it's the end of the month. Living with her 93-year-old grandma? She's trying to squeeze out some water. Come on. Throw some water in your face. I just need $15. So far, the tire's fallen off and she needed gas.
You're right.
How many people she have in here? 20. Yeah, God doesn't want to give you money for your next fix. Okay? Rissa, you're obvious. Oh, $20 for gas today. Yeah, no love 361361. Take it down. You may save a life. Rissa is Rissa. She's still the same addict. Still getting nasty when people don't give her money. Pete's too. Still waiting for those gifts, demanding them. Send me. Still sitting in a motel bed, depending on his gifts to pay his motel bill. Oh, you went shopping. Yeah, you got Pringles. He eats healthy.
I'm like, that's enough, you know? So, he's like, oh, I would like to, I was like, all right, let's go. Let's see if Samantha will bring us. Samantha, she's been a good girl. Samantha she says, yeah, I'll bring you. When? I'm like 10 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Later on.
Our girl had hospice, supposedly on the 26th. And even though it was promised to meet the hospice nurse and see them while they were there, nothing happened. No, but the clock is ticking because in February of this year, she said she had a year or less to live. So they better get there. Unfortunately, her doggie passed away, and currently she is on a trip that her ex-husband and his wife and their church are inappropriate with a minor. Okay. Still waiting for all the promised things like the labs, the medication list, the diagnoses. Nothing. Good old Kristen. Kristen and Travis living in a motel paid for by the church. The church members need to be listening to these live streams seriously, or the replays, because they don't say very nice things about that motel. Moved to 4 rooms, talking about how the owners are quote-unquote dots and making fun of their accents and saying they should be providing more. Claiming that they don't have Medicare, Medicaid, even though they showed that they did. Saying they don't have EBT when we've seen them at the store so the card can be transferred to another county. And yes, you can get emergency EBT. Not to mention, the American Heart Association in Atlanta has a food program. They will deliver to you healthy meals for free. So, they also they claim they were not offered rehab for him. That is not true. And there is no age restriction on rehabs. I mean, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Travis is laying in bed trying to, quote unquote, regain his strength. That is not how you regain your strength. He has no fighting spirit. She was saying, and we have it on record, that he was shocked 9 times on the OR table, which that happens, but that he had a DNR and they should have never done that. Here's the thing, lady. That's not true. And if your surgeon heard that, or the hospital, you would be fired as a patient. That is simply not true. He wouldn't even have an LVAD. So heroics are heroics, and an LVAD is a form of heroic. It would be like saying he's on hospice, but he's getting an LVAD. Wrong. Also, LVADs are bridges to something else, most often to a heart transplant in a cardiac patient. If he does not start fighting, exercising, going to cardiac rehab, doing all the things he should be doing, getting his Coumadin straight, not having infections like last Wednesday when he went to the ER at his site, they're going to take him off that list. And they can. And your LVAD lasts a year to 18 months generally. So the ball's in his court. He's not going to go rehab because they won't let her live with him. So the church should put her up since you're married. That shouldn't be a problem, right? Right. And I'm sorry, no hotel is going to throw you out because you had an accident in bed. Like I said, I've been on calls where there is blood all over the hotel room and the people stayed after it was clean. They throw out more mattresses than you can imagine in hotels. They are both the most ungrateful, nasty, demanding, entitled people I've ever seen. And yes, she was arrested in the hospital. She likes to say she has no friends, but here on December 6th, she's dancing with her friend. And he got a message the other day, 4 days ago, from Christy, and she was coming by the motel. You have friends. No family? Travis talks shit about his brother, and you said your dad had your crystal balls, which means you did get stuff out of the house, didn't you? But then again, this is the woman who sat and told us she was living in a garden shed. She didn't have a house. Now suddenly we have a house. Oh, where to start with this one? Still talking about going to nursing school without a GED, and she ain't going to walk in and just pass that, okay? Not saying Tooken and Pacific and Jesus God. The ignorance level. Oh my God. If she passes her GED, I'll be shocked. It's going to take a few tries. She's been using her children all year. Andy finally tossed her out of the trailer. She got herself a free RV by claiming domestic violence when there was none. I'm sure Andy yells, but if I had that thing in my house, I'd yell too. He adores the girls. The girls have been with him since they were infants. I mean, the youngest one was 3 months old. But yet she wants to now call him stepdad. Yeah, because Benny's such a great father. Okay. So that just tells you she's using her kids as a pawn in the court. All Lori wants those girls for is a TANF check. And EBT. That's it. She likes to mock resources. She gets stuck on stupid words and thinks they're funny. And she does have a handful of supporters who also think it's funny. Okay. Then again, Beth has supporters. They're kind of the same. Lori's been trying to attach herself to larger beggar creators and then turns around and throws them under the bus. She was even a mod for Kizzy, but then turned around and said Kizzy told her that it's all a lie and scam about hospice. She just, wow. Now Beth and Devin, oh yeah, they're scammers. And she thought True Knowledge was hot until she found out he lied about cancer. And now she wants to be like an awareness channel and call out beggars and wow. But behind the scenes, we all see these text messages and messengers that she owes people money. Wow. Because why? For gifts? No. Because she said she needed 40 here, 60 there. She forgets the internet is forever when she says, I never asked for a specific amount. I remember your daughter having 2 birthdays 2 months in a row and a specific amount you needed for birthday presents. Yeah, I have a recording of it. Uh-huh. Yeah, her birthday was first in August, then it was in September. And you wanted, I believe, 125 and then 150. So, yeah, then we found out Andy had paid for all the presents and thrown the party. Yeah, what? Wow, okay. So this one just lies when she opens her mouth and cries and acts manic, and I don't know if it's 50-50 between falling off the wagon and psychiatric problems, but she doesn't do anything to help herself. Period. She has BPD, that's pretty obvious. She should be in dialectic behavior therapy intensely. She should get off social media, but she won't. She's addicted to that. She spends 10 to 18 hours on it because she'll come back tomorrow and tell you after a 10-hour live stream that she watched this and this person, this person, this person. You add it all up, she's on all day. And that can be when she has the girls. So that's how much attention she pays her children.
Closes at 11. If somebody helps me with getting fucking go to bed hungry, you fucking cunt.
Oh, little Miss Blackfingers. Well, I don't see her surviving much longer because I think her organs are going to start failing. I would not be surprised if she has crappy valves at this point and that her kidneys are shutting apart. I think, wow. It's sad to say. I mean, this whole family's so fucked up. God bless you, Jess, for walking away. Now we see why the parents weren't invited to the wedding. I mean, I don't blame Jess. And it's a hard thing to do, to tough love, but is the best thing to do for yourself. If you're not around, how can you pick up the pieces? So you need to protect yourself. Jess did the right thing. Yeah, obviously the kids did not come around. I think Jace has pretty much had it. I think he's trying to heal himself. And I think Cole's parents are trying to protect him from his mother. I hope to God he doesn't see these. He'll have a better chance in life. Lisa is Lisa, and Lisa has pretty much told us over the last few months that she doesn't want to be here. She has no reason to keep going. And I think she's determined to exit. And I don't think anyone's going to stop her. You can't just arrest a drug abuser who walks around, okay? She can get a ticket for disturbing the peace. I mean, I don't know how Pennsylvania is, and if they do arrest you for disturbing the peace for what she does, walking up and down the street screaming, it's a book and release. They don't have time, they don't have personnel, they don't have funds, they don't have space to keep people doing these things. They have murders, they have robberies, they have rapes, they have people doing super bad stuff. Lisa is really down on the food chain of criminals. And, you know, in an investigation, they don't want Lisa's. They want the suppliers. Even the dealers get, you know, deals because they want the supplier. That's where the big stuff is. So they might watch Lisa to see who her dealer is, and then they're going to turn their attention to the dealer and see who he's buying from. I don't see Lisa really getting arrested unless she really comes unhinged and whacks somebody. I don't know if her family would even turn her in, honestly. At this point, her mom is just so complicit. It isn't funny. And I think Dad's in denial to the point he's shut down. The brother sounds like another Lisa in a way, except for without drugs, just with his video games. He doesn't do anything but play video games all day. And live at home with mommy and daddy. And Ronnie, I'm not going to even get into. I don't want to be in family drama. If that was the case, I'd watch soap operas. For God's sake, I don't have time in the day. These two keep me busy. So, my prediction is she's going to be in the hospital pretty soon. Or they're going to find her cold and frozen on that alleyway.
Lord. Dear Lord, please help me. If there's anybody in this chat, get them to send me some money, please, so I can get this rental contract to work for work, please. I cannot go back to the streets homeless, Lord. Please bless me. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Good old Chef Carl. Well, Carl got his one-page banned, and so he had to make a new one. I'm not going to say it because people are following it, and everyone's being told, don't follow it. Watch from the window, but don't follow it, because seriously, his views have gone down. He gets single number people when he comes on. Half the time he's not saying anything. Every once in a while he whines. People have been clocking the times. Usually his silent ones are on for 15 minutes and 30 seconds. So people think he has a job. And he does it on his break. And then the only time you'll hear him is late at night, which would make sense. So, yeah, he's still a liar. He's still a loser. He's still playing the same old game. Still top four ways. Still boring as shit. Everybody has his number now, and nobody's giving him squat.
If it gets out, if somebody, whatever, wants to go on another live and say it, that's fine. I don't care. But if I'm on a live and one of my subscribers say, oh, Mima was at her house, she's getting a new TV, no, then you're gone. You're blocked. What I say here is what I say here. I'm not going on my main talking about it. I say what I want to say on here, not on my main. Okay? I just don't want my subscribers to say anything on my main. Okay? All right.
Oh, Danny got herself moved into an apartment. I feel sorry for her neighbors. She's still screaming, yelling, and dancing. Poor Enzo, still crying. Mimi bought her a TV for Christmas and a blanket, I heard. She still can't clam slam like her sister, but she tries, and it looks like a fool. She and Gabby had a fight this year, and supposedly they're not speaking. And Danny is trying to control her chat, though, kind of like a little dictator. The best one was last week when she defended Leslie Clark. Yeah. Defended Leslie Clark, a pedo. And it was because somebody apparently called Leslie fat, which she is, and she calls herself fat. Okay? But Danny went on this whole thing about body shaming. I have heard Amber Lynn, Chantal, Anna, all the super morbidly obese ladies openly call themselves fat. I've heard them call themselves all kinds of names. They're used to it. They call themselves that. Leslie is an evil, wicked, nasty person, and Danny defended her. And when people tried to tell her, she continued to defend her and said, I don't care about anyone's past or what they did. Okay, so now we know you would defend someone that goes after underage people. Gotcha.
Do you see me going to the store? Do you see me getting expensive shoes and purses and clothes? No, it's all going to my son and our movie. nails done. Do you want to see my toes? Would you like to see my fucking toes?
Pretty ugly
Shut up.
at the moment.
They are. Because I don't do anything for myself.
Why are you gonna cry?
Because!
Now people are gonna feel bad for you.
No! No one should feel bad for me. Just
Oh, she's crying to make herself feel.
shut up!
That's what I'm telling you.
I don't know. I don't want any money. I just want people to stop. I don't. No, you.
Oh, Gabby, the clam herself. And her lovely husband. Oh, I guess they're not married. Whatever. Yeah. So what we found this year is that she's a liar, a backstabber, a gossiper, a liar. Did I say that? An alcoholic, a poor excuse for a mother. Wow. I mean, there's so many things I could call her, but I don't want to be mean. Yeah. She started shit with her sister, knowing her sister has mental issues a lot. She has them too, but I think the other one's worse. And she feeds it. She feeds it to look like a hero. Oh, Danny. Oh, Danny. I'm here. I'm here. She's in a box. She's had several visits from CPS. Several fake lawsuits, some cease and desist letters written by a supporter that posed as a lawyer, which is actually illegal, or a paralegal. It's still illegal. Yeah, this one is a lost cause unless she gets help, but I don't see her getting help either. Both of them act like they're 13. And both of them cannot adult. The only thing that Danny did right was not have children. This one is screwing up another life with a boyfriend that's also a mental midget.
Hello, Braden. How you doing?
Well, our friend Sherry here.
Hello, everybody. How you?
Sherry has her hair extensions in, pushes her boobs out, and is looking for a man. Still not finding it. But most of the time we just see her forehead. This one moved. Lives with her elderly mom and her sister now. Still hoarding. Still throwing trash on the floor. She moved all the bunnies, the cats. I think her dogs. I don't know how they're all fitting in. The government pays for everything. Housing, medical, transportation, food, and she's getting about $1,700, 12 to 17, depending on the month, on top of that from her supporters and her Tumblr business, though the Tumblr business seems to be shut down now that she moved. She was also making keychains, and apparently people don't get their products after they buy them. Most people do not. I think the ones that she photographs she does send out. But yeah, there's a lot of unhappy clients and they're all blocked. I know people call her a satire channel. No, she is a sneaky silent scammer. She just does it in a quiet way. Our friend Mike, she is in the hospital getting help and I am happy for her. She is not in that fire trap anymore. Sandra is her mom. I believe Sandra is 78 years old. But our little friend here finally got the county to listen. And she has gone off to get help. She said probably a month to 45 days. So I hope they find her housing after that or placement. Either way, it would be better than living in that.
There's people out there that live stream my live stream.
He can't go to Canada.
Because they're stupid. And they have no life.
Like you. Actually, I do have a life. I have to leave. I'm going on vacation.
And that's about as negative as I'll get about it.
I don't know how he keeps any supporters. So, I know we have more. I think what we'll do is predictions when I come back. How's that? I think that would be fun. Let's predict what all of our beggars are going to do in 2025. You guys think on it until I'm back. Oh boy, this will be fun. See you next year. Say goodbye, Jen. Bye. Say goodbye, Milo. Goodbye.